And this is how we spent the weekend. Yes, the plumbing went out, which we did have it kind of temporarily fixed. And the faucet, I mean, it just leaked and leaked. And I refused to go back to the modern. And I was able to find a short neck faucet with a hot, a cold, and a sprayer. And I couldn't be more happy. Normal faucet. Happy Sunday, y'all. What do you think of my new kitchen faucet? Now, yes, the plumbing was bad. We've been putting it off because I didn't want to spend the money on one of those faucets that I do not like. We were able to find this faucet, it's a Delta, at a plumbing store. The same place that we were able to find the shower head and new faucets and all. Half the price of the box stores. And they sell the, as we call it, antique faucets. That's what I wanted. It's just comfortable, you know. But now we're out in the garden. And I'm going to make this fast because I'm freezing. I'm literally freezing. Now, we did cover the garden last night. And this morning when the sun broke through and we got above freezing, we removed the plastic. We'll have to do this again tomorrow night, which would be Monday night. We'll have to cover, and then I'll have to uncover Tuesday morning. But right now, we're well above freezing, but it's still cold. It's probably in the high 40s. This is not normal for Louisiana, but it's here. So let's do a garden tour. I promised you to show y'all the rabbits, and we'll go there next. But let me show you the garden. Here's our strawberry bed. Mo and I covered them with pine straw the other day. And they are just perked up, standing up, doing great. Here's that reddish bed. Yes, I still haven't planted more. I need to do that. But the Hoss Tool Champions is doing amazing. Look, y'all. All throughout. Here's the purple top turnips. This is Hoss Tool. This is from, I still didn't write it down, I believe the co-op. And then we have the 7 top turnips. The bed's full. And here's the girls. I don't have to hunt them, y'all. Say hello. Say hello. I didn't mean up here, hello. No, ma'am. Here's our tender mustards. And remember, the last garden update, we had some empty spots. Well, they did fill in, but what you see empty is empty. And you see all of these acorns? Hang on, we have another visitor. Come on, go. You see all these acorns? There's a story about that I got to share with y'all. And here's our broadleaf mustard. There again, we have some bare spots, but I'm happy with this. Here's our Georgia collards. Doing great. And remember, this one I put in because I want to test and see if I can do a cut and come back, cut and come back. Not just through the winter, but throughout the spring. I'm just real curious. And here is our poor little carrot bed. And y'all look, we got a chicken that don't know what to do. Landed on the handle. What is she gonna do? Yep, that's what she's gonna do. Our elephant garlic from Miss Allison is doing fantastic. Cabbage is doing good. Remember, that's the one that I had to give a haircut to because those worms was tearing it up. But y'all, I have not had another worm. So far, I check underneath the leaves. So they're doing good. Our Brussels sprouts are sprouting. Look at that. Here is our onions. These are just onion chives. But look down in here. More loquats. So I'll have to get those up. 2 more Brussels sprouts. But look at this celery. Look at the stalks in here. I cannot wait to give it a little bit of a haircut and use that in the dressing. Now we did cover our aloe veras because they are young, but they're probably fixing to get into a tunnel, but he's gonna have to build almost like a greenhouse tunnel for these beds. But that's why he designed it, so we could, you know, allow them to be workable in the winter as well. And you can see the color. It's got a gray tint. It's because they're taking too much of a bite. Broccoli, doing fantastic. No bugs, doing good. Okay, here's our Swiss chard as well as the beets. That's the Burpee beets, and that was the Survival brand. I would say Burpee is outshining. And here is that crooked Swiss chard. It's not as pretty as the other one. And here's our other 2 cabbage. Now we've not had anything bite on these, but if you see that little bit of dust, it's because I did dust the soil. Now, let me share the story about these acorns. If I don't bust my behind up in here. The other day when Mo was here, I said, we got to go cover these strawberries. He walks in, he says, Mama, where did all of these peanuts come from? Y'all, I about busted my gut. I said peanuts because it didn't click at first. And then it did when he picked one up. I said, baby, that's called acorns. Well, we have to clean this up. This is a mess. He said, but they look like peanuts. And here is the rabbits. Y'all haven't seen them in a long time. But we have the north and south side blocked, wind blocked, and we're missing 1 pallet. But Buddy said he found 2 more, so he's got to put a pallet there, and that'll give us a complete run, so I can come up here on the golf cart and park right next to the pallet and just step off. But this is what Buddy built. He got the idea from Mr. Eddie at Poor Boy's Little Homestead. And it's 2 aluminum, or maybe that's stainless steel pieces that Miss Allison brought to us when she came to visit. And we had an old tote, and now I can just take a rake, and every morning I just scoop it down into my tote. But here is Miss June. She's up on her box. I hope the camera's picking this up. There's her box. Hey, June. And then, of course, we have a fan at the top. So if it's warm, they each have a fan. Here is Pearl. Hello, Pearl. Now, they do choose these waterers over these, but they do have both. This is the sweetest little boy right here. Well, he's not a little boy. Hey, Gunner, you can hold him. He just wants to be held. Now, I do see that I'm going to have to put a wedge there because his box is rocking. But there's Gunner. And then over here is their feed, their straw, their snacks, and there's the hay. And there's my scooper right there. It's just a little child's garden hoe. But everything is dry and it stays underneath the cover. And now that I done caught frostbite, yeah, garden tour, rabbits, y'all saw them chickens. Yeah, it's time to end the video. I'm freezing to death. Next time I'm going to put gloves on. I'm just saying, I'm going to put gloves on. Ooh, I'm cold. But I hope your Sunday's going well. I have a pot of navy beans cooking on the stove, and we've got some ham in there, and I'm going to make a pan of cornbread. And that's our supper, y'all. Simple, and it'll warm the body. My lemon tree, not so bad. You know, I brought it back to life from when we were in Kentucky. And I have one lemon. Let me show y'all. One lemon. But the tree is doing great. I gotta stir my navy beans. So tomorrow's Monday, and we're gonna be making tea cakes. My mom's recipe, it dates back many, many, many years. And it was requested, and I'm gonna oblige, and we're gonna make tea cakes. So, until next time, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. I'll see you on the next one.